We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Tempo. Three down. Switch. Four down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go. Gotta go.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The pitch goes to Penny. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They keep it with Penny on first down, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Come on, tempo, tempo.
They'll run with McKissick. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Rosen on 1st and 10. Muscles him off. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
from the gun on third down. It's Rosen. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more past the 40. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charleston. First down carry here for Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here with Rosen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And throws like that tell you exactly why the Cardinals made the move from number 15 in the draft up to number 10 to take Josh Rosen out of UCLA. Big arm thrower, probably the best arm talent coming out in the draft in 2018. They're going to build their offense around him, and they'll push the ball downfield.
And if that arm's tired post-game, there's nothing that 30 minutes in a hot tub can't fix. Now Rosen on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, it's Rosen again. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And this is caught at the 8. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
3rd and goal. Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go work. Let's go to work. Reload. Right, push the team.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. Here's a give to Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there. Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. A carry now for McKissick. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen, escaping the pressure right. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on, triple. 14.
On first and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Buffet. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Leopard! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They go to Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Detroit!
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On second down, Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Cardinals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on second down. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now it's Peterson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. As David Johnson works his way back from the wrist injury, what are the hesitations, the cautions for him?
Well, number one, you want to make sure he's got full strength in the wrist because he's going to carry the football an awful lot, so ball security is important. And you definitely want to make sure there's flexibility there because he's been such a great pass catcher in the past. You want to make sure he gets back to being able to do that as well.
Left side complete. That's Nelson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Penny. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back now here on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Got his man, complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A handoff to Penny. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Keep working, fellas. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They get it to him running left. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. J.D. McKissick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. Janikowski good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. From the gun, it's Rosen. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They shakes it off. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Arizona, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.